And this is the man who has referred himself to as the face of City Championship Wrestling. It is not just a fancy little nickname, it is a title in many regards. This man has earned. It is Freedom Ramsey.
Freedom, welcome back to CCW. I am so glad that you are making your return tonight. Anytime I know you're on the card, it's going to be an amazing show. How are you feeling about being here tonight?
Well, last month, Jackson Stoney hurt me pretty bad. And he actually became the new City Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. And hey, I'm not gonna lie, I take the blame for that loss. Because I underestimated Jackson Stone. I did. And congratulations, Jackson Stone. You did it. You're the man. You pinned the face of CCW. Yes. But I also want to say that I'm still the man. Right on. And Jackson Stone, I will get my rematch with you. I don't know when, I don't know where, but it's gonna happen. Jackson Stone, I want my rematch, and that's in Freedom We Trust.
Ladies and gentlemen, your opening match this evening is going to be a singles match scheduled for one fall. Already in the ring, weighing in at 215 pounds from the Islands of Freedom, the Top Ram, Freedom Ramsey! And his opponent, weighing in at 190 pounds from Detroit, Michigan, this is Showtime Castro Young!
And Castro Young, as he makes his way into the ring, is set with the challenge of taking on the face of CCW, a returning Freedom Ramsey. Referee getting these two gentlemen situated for our opening bout of the night. Every Thursday night from New Baltimore, we come to you from the CCW studios. Bell sounds and we are underway. Two great competitors kicking off our night of action. Freedom Ramsey has been MIA since dropping the title to Jackson Stone a few weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, I believe, to be exact, as right now Castro Young gets taken over there by Freedom Ramsey. Should expect some good technical wrestling in this match. Freedom Ramsey coming out with some attitude to start off our show. He admitted that Shogun got the best of him, rightfully winning the championship. Shogun maybe a little underestimated by Freedom Ramsey. Those are Ramsey's words, not mine, as Freedom Ramsey showcases his ability. He has got some of the best raw, natural, God-given talent of anybody on this CCW roster, and it is a CCW roster that is somewhat dwindling in terms of active competitors. Suspensions have been handed out quite frequently by Chris Moore. I understand he is going to be saying some words here tonight regarding all of the chaos we have been seeing here in City Championship Wrestling. We have seen some invasions from some, we'll call them former men in charge of this company. I'll refer to it that way. We have seen just this new age absolutely wreak havoc on CCW, as right now Freedom Ramsey looks to wreak havoc in his return match, flying across the ring like only he can. He lays in a drop kick. He is getting himself pumped and ready to go. Castro Young, he has got his work cut out for him. If this is your first time seeing Freedom Ramsey in the ring, you are in for a treat. This man is talented on all levels of the game. Castro Young wisely rolling out of the ring, and you are seeing the face of CCW back in action. Only the way Freedom Ramsey can showcase it. He is going all out. There is only one level this kid knows how to go, and it is full throttle. Referee counting to the count of 4 before Castro Young rolls in the ring, and man, he is just hesitant, as he should be. Freedom Ramsey, a great competitor. Let's not sell Shogun, Castro Young. I was going to call him Showtime. I meant Showtime Castro Young short. He himself is a great wrestler in that ring as well. Right now, he actually is in control of this match. You want to see maybe if there's a little ring rust that goes along with Freedom Ramsey. He has been out of the ring in CCW for about a month now. That's kind of the theme once you face Shogun Jackson Stone. Darion Ultra also has yet to be seen in CCW since falling victim to Shogun. Right now, Freedom Ramsey working his way back into control of this match. The crowd starting to chant his name. He is a beloved competitor here in CCW. Right there, he takes a clothesline that sends him right down to the mat. And look at the confidence of Showtime. Showtime Castro Young dragging Ramsey wisely into the middle of the ring. That picks him up a 2 count. Again, you very well may see some ring rust on Freedom Ramsey here, as right now he is applied in a crossface, again, dead center of the ring. A good position Castro Young wants to keep his opponent in. Freedom Ramsey, we will see how he fares in his return match. He had a little bit of an edge, a little bit of an attitude as he gets a cover attempt there. Kicking out is Castro Young. He seemed to have a little bit of a sparky plug attitude to him in that interview a few moments ago to open up our show. You got to hand it to him, though. He did own up to the fact that Shogun got the best of him. Freedom Ramsey, no doubt about it, though, was a fighting champion, a great heavyweight champion here for City Championship Wrestling. He defeated the names of Rhino. He defeated men like Timothy Thatcher. He won the championship from the now suspended indefinitely Andre Kabashi, member of the New Age, that group that has wreaked havoc here on CCW. We have seen suspensions handed out like candy as of late to the New Age, who has been absolutely deplorable, in my honest opinion, the weeks that we have seen here in CCW. You gotta really expect Chris Moore to lay down the hammer here. He has got his work cut out for him with so much happenings here in City Championship Wrestling. It has been utter chaos lately, and if you have been here in New Baltimore, you have experienced it firsthand. We've got a great crowd on hand here tonight. And one thing I do love on a personal level, you just love seeing it. Each and every week, this crowd grows here in New Baltimore. City Championship Wrestling proving to be the place to be on Thursday nights as a DDT connects. Hook of the leg, 1, 2, shoulder up. Oh, man. Potential upset alert there. Freedom Ramsey in his return match. You don't want to see him go under and take a loss in his first match back after losing the heavyweight championship to Shogun Jackson Stone. One person we do have missing, we are talking about all the havoc reaped by the New Age. Our show host, Mission Smith, not here tonight. To Shook the Terrible, disgusting. Only way I can refer to it, disgustingly attacking our show host, Mission Smith, last week. Mission Smith, he intervened. He intervened. It looked like we would be seeing an onslaught on our women's competitors. By to Shook the Terrible as a double-A spine buster connects from Freedom Ramsey. Mission Smith, you got to give him credit for stepping in, doing the right thing, trying to put a halt to that. Unfortunately, he pays the price. To Shook the Terrible, King Midas by his side, the New Age, they assault him and beat him down. I thought it was disgusting. It made me sick to my stomach. It is that kind of nonsense we have seen here at CCW that Chris Moore is trying his damnedest to get under control. And talk about control. How about Castro Young? He is really hanging in there, blow for blow, with the face of CCW. This is an even matched bout. Both of these competitors very evenly paced thus far. Great way to start off our action this Thursday night here in New Baltimore. Springboard does not connect. That may have been a fist of freedom to lay Young out. A 2 count, a 3 count, a win.
And here's your winner, Freedom Ramsey!
Welcome back, Freedom Ramsey. He may have an edge, he may have an attitude, but he certainly has not lost a beat. He gets back to doing what he does better than anybody here in City Championship Wrestling. That is picking up wins. Freedom Ramsey, the victory over Castro Young.
Hey, I'm Holly. I am the owner of Green Time Workshop and a proud sponsor of CCW. If you're looking for natural bath and body products that don't dry out your skin and don't cost a fortune, Green Time Workshop is your place. Not only can you come in and buy great products like natural soaps and lotions, you can even make your own. And online, you can actually create custom orders that we will make and send right out to you. So check us out at greentimeworkshop.com. Enter this code, save 20%. See you soon.
City Championship Wrestling, please welcome my next guest, Kong Coleman.
It is now time to welcome on in the certified boogeyman of City Championship Wrestling. He is big. He is bad. He is mean. He is the undefeated, unpinned to the mat, King Kong Coleman. He is a beast. An absolute beast.
King Kong Coleman, welcome back to episode 123 of City Championship Wrestling. You know, we saw a different side of you last week at episode 122, and I couldn't help but feel that you were targeted. How are you feeling this week? And would you care to explain what happened to you?
And what happened? I was jumped. As you know, my shoulders have never been pinned to the mat since I've been here in CCW. It took a whole tribe of idiots and bums to take me out. Like I said, idiots and bums. Say it again, certified idiots. Now, what's about to happen here in a few minutes is I'm gonna get in this ring. And it don't matter which one of those new age dudes it is. It really doesn't. Whoever it is, they gonna get their ass whooped, their money took, and their name put on the Undertaker book. It's that simple.
So would you say that New Age should be put on notice?
Damn right. Until I get to the top of the food chain, because he has what I want.
And what is it you want?
I want the CCW heavyweight title.
Over to you, Ray.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Already in the ring, weighing in at 305 pounds from Coldwater, Michigan, he is the certified boogeyman, King Kong Coleman! And his opponent. Representing the New Age This is Ivan H5 Harrison.
Big H5. Ivan Harrison set to square off against King Kong Coleman. Very noticeable by the absence of King Midas. I am under the impression that we will get some comments regarding the absence of King Midas from Commissioner Chris Moore still to come tonight. Chris Moore has got a lot to address, especially considering this group that is the New Age, the collaboration of New Albania and the Golden Empire. They have wreaked havoc on CCW. We talked about that in our opening match. As right now, Ivan Harrison misses with some swings towards the certified boogeyman, King Kong Coleman. Coleman now working on him in the corner. The New Age, they have been on a tear. They have served multiple suspensions for their actions. Chris Moore will address that still to come tonight as we are seeing some speed from Ivan Harrison. He is moving quickly there into the corner. A couple of big matches the last few weeks for Coleman taking on Big. That is the key word, the Big to shook the terrible. As right now a slam there to the mat from the boogeyman. We have seen some heavyweight competition for Coleman lately with Tashuk the Terrible, and now Ivan Harrison, no small man either in his own respective rights. You can hear the capacity crowd here inside the CCW studios chanting King Kong Coleman on. And he has made his intentions known. He has put the New Age on notice. The New Age has been targeting Coleman the last few weeks. Coleman up for the challenge and issuing somewhat of a challenge of his own. He has made it very clear that his goal moving forward is championship gold here in CCW in the form of the Heavyweight Championship. That title currently held by the Golden Empire, the New Age. The New Age's own Shogun Jackson Stone, the title holder. He won it from Freedom Ramsey, who we saw return a few moments ago. He has defended it successfully against Joseph Antonio Guerrero just last week. Darion Ultra. So it has been an effective title reign so far for the New Age, represented by Shogun Jackson Stone. But if on his radar is King Kong Coleman, if Coleman is eyeballing the championship gold of Shogun, that title could very well be in jeopardy when it comes to the grasps held on it by the New Age. And right now we are seeing clubbing blow after clubbing blow between Harrison and Coleman. Both men taken down. Harrison to a knee. Coleman straight onto the buttocks. We'll call it that, as these two are slugging it away. Crowd undoubtedly in the corner of King Kong Coleman, chanting his name as Ivan Harrison takes off with a head of steam, shoulder first into the steel. You want to talk about impact, my goodness. Wow, did that just shatter the shoulder of Harrison. We could see a count-out victory here for the certified boogeyman. He said it in his interview segment. He has never had his shoulders pinned to the mat here in CCW. He is an ultimate fighting machine. No pun intended here in CCW. And the straps come off for Ivan Harrison. We've seen his ally in Shogun do that. That usually means business is about to pick up. Business may be closing up shop, though. Harrison retreats. There's a 10 count. Or is that not 10 yet? There's 10. This is over by countout.
Your winner of this match by countout, King Kong Coleman.
Well, that's not how Coleman wanted to win this match, but he picks up the victory irregardless. Impactful shoulder blow to the steel post. Sent Ivan Harrison to the outside. He fully was able to make it back onto the inside of the ring to break the count, but rather than do that, he chose to accept defeat via the countout. Your winner as a result, King Kong Coleman.
Hey, I'm Holly. I am the owner of Green Time Workshop and a proud sponsor of CCW. If you're looking for natural bath and body products that don't dry out your skin and don't cost a fortune, Green Time Workshop is your place. Not only can you come in and buy great products like natural soaps and lotions, you can even make your own. And online, you can actually create custom orders that we will make and send right out to you. So check us out at greentimeworkshop.com. Enter this code, save 20%. See you soon.
We are back live at episode 123. And if you don't notice that I am by myself tonight, my co-host, Miz, was laid out to shock the terror. In his act of heroism, Miz defended Rory from the evil clutches of to shock the terror. But indeed, what a terrible sight we saw last week. Miz is out healing, and we will be back, and he will be back at CCW in just a few weeks. So we wish him well. Without further ado, please welcome the CCW Commissioner, Chris Moore! Great, Chris.
Come on, guys, you can make more noise than this. Man, like the gold. If you're not getting one down. All right.
Commissioner Chris Moore, I couldn't help but notice you were carrying some very shiny belts out here. So, do you have some business you would like to address with the fine crowd here tonight?
Indeed I do. Annie, as you and most of our fans have seen, those that I carried out tonight were the City Championship Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Woo! And at one point, they were held by the Motor City Machine Guns. And now, recently, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns, have made their debut on Friday Night SmackDown. And while that is awesome for them, I'm, as someone who personally grew up watching them, enjoying them, and enjoying having them here in City Championship Wrestling, they are now contracted to the WWE. Come on. Unfortunately for us, they can no longer defend our tag team championships. So, with the Machine Guns no longer being here as active members of the roster, and TFG no longer being #1 contenders, unfortunately, I've decided to hold up the tag team titles. Guys, come on. Remember, this is a bad thing, but it's for a good cause. I would like to thank Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley for everything you've done with us over the last couple years, for being vital members of this roster. Come on, give it up for them. Get it up for them. All the knowledge you've imparted to the young talent in the back, myself included, and for helping elevate our tag team roster to one of the best in the Midwest, if not the entire world. Guys, please kill it every week. Thank you.
I couldn't help but also notice we had a certain run-in last week. So, Chris, would you please catch everyone up to speed with what happened? Because there was a lot of calamity. So, what is the state of that?
Okay, I had to take my jacket, open up my jacket a little bit for that one. So, for those of you in attendance last week, one Paul Bowser decided to come in and hijack this event, our weekly television show. No, yeah. Everybody, please, let me get through this. Paul picked one of the most inopportune times to come out here and try to get his job back. In the moment where Ike Watts and Kong Coleman decided to throw blows, create all types of calamity, put a lot of our other superstars in jeopardy, he decides to come in, and this is the time he decides to beg for his job back. Well, I'm a man of my word. I told him in front of everyone here that I would talk to the board of directors and try to get his job back. Unfortunately, I was vetoed. And they said unanimously that Paul Bowser will not be allowed here in this arena again. And if he is to appear, he is to be arrested on the spot.
That's pretty serious, Chris. Is there going to be any potential that we could ever see Paul Bowser in a CCW ring ever again?
At this time, I would have to say no. But again, that's not up to me. I went to bat for him, and again, that was met with a unanimous rejection. We are going to be beefing up security in the coming weeks to make sure that he does not get into the building, just so things do not have to escalate to the point of where he has to be arrested.
Well, that's a pretty serious matter of business, so I guess we'll have to see what is to come. No?
And one other thing, Annie. You did make mention, sorry, slipped of the tongue, that Mission is not going to be here. Because of the actions last week of T'Chuck the Terrible, Ike Watts, King Midas, they are suspended indefinitely. Now, for everyone that is here tonight, I am going to say this one time and absolutely one time only. We are going to have order. You are not going to hijack microphones from my announcers. You are not going to put them in jeopardy. You are not going to put the fans in jeopardy, and you will not put anything, any equipment, in a way where it can be broken, damaged, or destroyed. If you do, not only will you be without a job, but you will have to see me personally. Going forward, no more infractions will be tolerated. And boys and girls, I don't think you want these consequences.
If there is anything I know about you, Commissioner, you follow through on your word. So, and I know that these decisions were not made lightly, but you set that tone, and I think the message was sent.
Thank you, Annie. All right, guys, let's get back to some wrestling. Come on.
Hey, I'm Holly. I am the owner of Green Time Workshop and a proud sponsor of CCW. If you're looking for natural bath and body products that don't dry out your skin and don't cost a fortune, Green Time Workshop is your place. Not only can you come in and buy great products like natural soaps and lotions, you can even make your own. And online, you can actually create custom orders that we will make and send right out to you. So check us out at greentimeworkshop.com. Enter this code, save 20%. See you soon.
Well, it has been a while since we have heard this music echo throughout the CCW studios as well. We discussed how he has not been seen since facing Shogun. It is nice to see him back.
Weighing in at 220 pounds, from the nation of Darion Ultra!
Former #1 contender to the Heavyweight Championship of Shogun Jackson Stone, Darion Ultra came up short, has not been seen in CCW ever since. It is a great pleasure to have him back.
Weighing in at 219 pounds, from New Baltimore, Michigan, this is eccentric Tommy Rinks!
Dowdy Rinks, his challenge for tonight is Darion Ultra in his return match. We will see if he has what it takes to accomplish what Freedom Ramsey did earlier today, winning his return match to CCW. It is great to see these competitors return to the ring. Ultra and Ramsey both missing time after falling victim to, we'll say, Shogun Jackson Stone, but also the New Age playing a factor in that as well, which, speaking of which, beautiful takeover there by Ultra. Some heavy news laid on us by Chris Moore. As expected, there has been so much unbridled chaos here in CCW. He has had to take matters into his own hands. He has gone on with suspensions induced to more members of the New Age. Ike Watts, King Midas, to Shook the Terrible. They are suspended indefinitely. Andre Kabashi, he was already onto that list as well, so the New Age certainly dwindling, but Chris Moore doing all that he has to do to retain order here in CCW. That is one thing. There is a zero tolerance policy for all of our wrestlers. I can very much appreciate Chris Moore for taking those matters into his own hands. He did address, he said the name, so I'm going to say it. Paul Bowser, that's the guy that last week overtook this show trying to hold CCW captive. And the man that once had the power here in CCW no longer has it. Chris Moore apparently speaking with board of directors, trying to see if there's any way Bowser can be reinstated into CCW in some way, some shape, some form. He was vetoed unanimously. These are words from Chris Moore said a few moments ago. So Paul Bowser, I will say his name because our commissioner said his name. I feel I have the right to say it as well. Paul Bowser, not permitted on the premises. We will break any more developments on that as they are given to us. All we know is if he is seen on site, legal matters will be taken into hand as police will get involved. We will see arrests, and we hope it does not come to that. We are hoping last week's occurrence was a one-time thing. And let's get our action back focused onto the in-ring competition. Let's direct our attention to that as we have got some competition here. Darion Ultra making his return to the ring. He is taking on Dowdy Rinks right now. These two competing in a very competitive match. Ultra looking to get a victory in his first match back here in CCW. The crowd cheering him on as he looks to regain the offensive control in this one. Also, news broke by Chris Moore. This is more positive news. Again, we want to send our biggest congratulations. Motor City Machine Guns, they are WWE bound. They have made their debut in that top-tier organization. If you follow professional wrestling, WWE is the place to be. Motor City Machine Guns have been everywhere except for that company, so we are thrilled to see them doing well there. We are thrilled to see them thriving. Chris Moore making it clear the tag team titles at this point are vacant. They are being held up. So TFG no longer number one contenders for those golds. So much going on here in CCW. That's why I always say you got to be here live on Thursday nights to experience and keep up with all the pace. Nonetheless, we are thrilled to have you with us for this action. Tuning in as right now Rinks has got a submission hold applied in the near middle of the ring. Nowhere near a rope break, at least, is Darion Ultra. And that is applied very tightly. Perfection applied there on Ultra. And we could see this one come to an end. But he very wisely turns it into a pin attempt. And Rinks has to break the hold to keep himself alive in this match. Ultra delivers a shoulder blow. Now he goes to the second rope. Could we see Darion Ultra take a high-risk maneuver? He somewhat applies a bulldog takedown there. Trying to get the crowd pumped and ready. We could see a suplex here. No, an interesting, somewhat inverted DDT. The 2 count, the 3 count. That's a win for Darion Ultra.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match, Darion Ultra!
Well, we said it in the first match of the night. Welcome back, Freedom Ramsey. How about welcome back, Darion Ultra? Just like Ramsey, Ultra picks up the win in his return match. He is one of those competitors you love to see live here in CCW, ultra talented. You gotta come to New Baltimore and witness him live and in person.
Darion Ultra, congratulations on a tremendous win tonight. You had the crowd rallying behind you. You and Tommy went the distance tonight. What was your preparation for tonight's match?
It's the same as always, except I'm just a little bit more focused. Because ever since I lost to Jackson Stone, I've been a new man. And I've been locked in all month long, waiting for my opportunity to get back at Jackson Stone and win the World Heavyweight title.
Darion, that focus paid off. Congratulations on a successful win tonight. I can't wait to see what's next for you. Thank you. We will be right back after this for some more in-ring action.
Hey, I'm Holly. I am the owner of Green Time Workshop and a proud sponsor of CCW. If you're looking for natural bath and body products that don't dry out your skin and don't cost a fortune, Green Time Workshop is your place. Not only can you come in and buy great products like natural soaps and lotions, you can even make your own. And online, you can actually create custom orders that we will make and send right out to you. So check us out at greentimeworkshop.com. Enter this code, save 20%. See you soon.
Welcome back. Please welcome my next guest, Joseph Antonio Guerrero.
And he is the former #1 contender for the Heavyweight Championship, Joseph Antonio Guerrero. A man that took Shogun Jackson Stone to the very limit just last week. Unfortunately for him, coming up just a hair short of winning the title.
Joseph, unfortunately last week at episode 122, you did not walk out the CCW champion. So how did that setback prepare you for the comeback?
First of all, my name is not Joseph, it is Joseph Antonio Guerrero! It was a big setback. I felt like I was ready. I feel like the crowd felt like I was ready. But sadly, except for her, obviously. But the fact of the matter is, Joseph Antonio Guerrero, he was this close last week to becoming the first ever CCW champion of Hispanic origin. Now, I've been thinking a lot. I've been in the workshop. I've been training. I'm hungrier than ever. I believe I'm more ready than ever. I believe Joseph Antonio Guerrero, if he were to get in the ring with Jackson Stone again, there would only be one name said at the end of that match, and it would be Joseph Antonio Guerrero!
Good luck in your upcoming match tonight. I can't wait to see you with some more in-ring action. On that note, let's turn it back over to my friend Fiddler.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Already at the ring, weighing in at 205 pounds from Las Cruces, New Mexico, this is Joseph Antonio Guerrero! And his opponent, weighing in at 185 pounds from Bluff City, Illinois, this is Nick Moss.
And Nick Moss makes his way down to the ring while the official checks out Joseph Antonio Guerrero. Singles competition here tonight between Nick Moss and Guerrero. Looking forward to this contest. Guerrero speaking a few moments ago. His confidence maybe seems a bit shaken after the loss. Said it was a little bit of a setback, not coming up with a heavyweight championship last week, but he still oozes I guess we'll go with still confidence. Might have taken a small setback, but he is still very confident in the skill and ability that he has, and he clearly is still hungry for heavyweight championship gold. The crowd loves to hear his name, and luckily for him, Joseph Antonio Guerrero loves to say his name quite frequently, and you gotta love that about the CCW fan base here. Guerrero, he has got that attitude to him, and for the longest of times, this fan base not necessarily warmed up to Joseph Antonio Guerrero, but you put together good performances like you did a few weeks ago, pulling double duty, defeating the Stranger, defeating Alex Lynch, winning the #1 contendership rights, and then having a good performance against Jackson Stone last week. That seems to have endeared himself to the CCW faithful. Crowd firmly behind him here tonight in his match against Nick Moss. We will see if Guerrero can string together a victory here tonight. So far, former #1 contender Darion Ultra, he gets a win in his return match. Freedom Ramsey making his return to CCW after losing the title to Jackson Stone. He wins his return match as well. We will see what the bounce back from Guerrero after suffering a loss to Jackson Stone has in store for him. Right now, Nick Moss, in the early stages, has the control of this match. But there is good mat-based wrestling ability there by Guerrero to regain control in his favor. Already a very exciting night here in City Championship Wrestling. Chris Moore laying down the law. He has made it very clear, zero tolerance. He is not putting up with garbage from the wrestlers here on this roster. He is not putting up with the garbage from any former people that held power here in CCW. He is doing all he can to take control of this great promotion, and I do respect all he has done to try and keep control, as there's a very respectful drop kick there in dual quality there. 2 straight drop kicks there by Guerrero. Now looks to implement a back slam there. And he's trying to get this crowd fired up as he goes to the top rope. We have seen frog splashes connect from him before. Not going to connect in this situation. That is not a pleasant landing there. Nick Moss breaking that up by charging the ropes and almost collecting Joseph Antonio Guerrero there in the baby maker area. We'll call that section is where he got targeted on the top rope. Nick Moss now in control, applying that foot very well stretched out to the throat of Guerrero. Referee having to break that up by the count of 5. Nick Moss, he does so as we're seeing a shot there now. Guerrero taking control of the offense in the corner of the ring. And this crowd here tonight, firmly behind Joseph Antonio Guerrero, says his name and misses with his blow. A little bit of that arrogance may have cost him there, allowing Nick Moss to escape whatever he had attempted. Backbreaker there connects. We have got some great action there as a nice slam there. Suplex keeps the bridge for the pin. Does not pick up the 3. We have got some great action already under our belts here tonight. Still plenty more to come. New Baltimore every Thursday night. The CCW studio playing host to some of the very best wrestling there is out there today here in the state of Michigan. Right now, Nick Moss delivers a drop kick there to the back of Guerrero, getting hung up there on the middle rope, and Nick Moss kind of in the driver's seat for the most of this battle. Guerrero, he doesn't want to suffer 2 straight losses. He did a lot to earn himself that #1 contendership for the heavyweight title. After coming up short to Jackson Stone, you want to see him get back on the winning side of things if he'd like to keep his name in the hat for perhaps another title shot. Nick Moss wisely avoiding whatever offensive contact Guerrero had in mind, but maybe not so wise as a crossbody connects on the second attempt. Guerrero picking up a 2 count only. Right now, Guerrero trying to maintain control here. Nick Moss making it very difficult. He has done a good job of keeping control in this one. There's the 2 count. Oh, I thought he had the 3. A very late shoulder up there by Guerrero. We talked about the returning Darion Ultra and Freedom Ramsey. How about the certified boogeyman? King Kong Coleman, a count-out victory, wearing off Ivan Harrison. Ivan Harrison kind of calling it quits in that match. It looked like he had plenty of time and was easily able to make it back into the ring to break up the count-out, but you like to see competitive matches. I don't like to see anybody give up and quit, but let's be real. I'm not going to be very eager to get into the ring with the certified boogeyman. King Kong Coleman has been an absolute beast here in CCW, and it's safe to say the competition here at City Championship Wrestling could not be any better. Singles competition is top tier, no doubt, but the tag team competition, also a very strong point here in CCW. We will see what develops there as the tag team titles have been vacated. Motor City Machine Guns now officially a part of the WWE roster. We wish them the very best and tons of success. They very well deserve it, but we do deserve fighting champions here at CCW. Chris Moore wants to make sure we get just that. We will see how our very competitive tag team development, or tag team division, develops here moving forward. We've got lots of great tag teams, TFG, Two Brothers, and, almost a victory there for Guerrero. And they're dwindling, but let's not sell the New Age short. They have got quite the group when they are not suspended that could, be threats for this tag team division if they align themselves. But again, they are very rightfully suspended after all they have done here in CCW over the last several weeks. As there is a shot there by Nick Moss. Guerrero really unable to put this one away. This could be a victory here for Nick Moss. He's got some offense coming, but Guerrero dodges his look for a counter, and very impressive showing for Nick Moss here as he looks to flip on over the top ropes. Darts across the other set of ropes, and oh man, talk about Latino Hispanic heritage there. 619, Shades of Rey Mysterio there. Fisherman suplex, hooks the leg, almost gets the 3. Guerrero will not go quietly. He may not be going quietly, but Nick Moss certainly controlling the majority of this match. And right now, Guerrero's really going to have to fight his way back into it if he wants to get the victory here tonight. Because right now, I got to say, Nick Moss, surprisingly very much in control, could come away with this win. And typically kind of surprised to see that, especially when you see a former #1 contender in there, as Guerrero there with a backcracker there. Backbreaker connects, could very well take control there. Enziguri also connects, laid out in the middle of the ring. This looks like the opening that Guerrero needed. May have trailed most of the match. All it takes is one move to put it away. Top rope, could be a frog splash. If it connects, Guerrero puts this away. I think he does as he hits it in full. That's a 3 count. Joseph Antonio Guerrero with the win.
And your winner is Joseph Antonio Guerrero!
Victory did not come easy, but ultimately it does come for Joseph Antonio Guerrero. Nick Moss, nothing to be ashamed about. And you gotta hand it to that. Show of sportsmanship. Oh, I love to see it. Guerrero reciprocating. This man has got a new attitude, a newfound respect given to him from the CCW faithful. You love to see that. Great show of respect after a very competitive match. When it's all said and done, though, your victor, former #1 contender, Joseph Antonio, I'll say it, Guerrero.
Hey, I'm Holly. I am the owner of Green Time Workshop and a proud sponsor of CCW. If you're looking for natural bath and body products that don't dry out your skin and don't cost a fortune, Green Time Workshop is your place. Not only can you come in and buy great products like natural soaps and lotions, you can even make your own. And online, you can actually create custom orders that we will make and send right out to you. So check us out at greentimeworkshop.com. Enter this code, save 20%. See you soon.
And there is the dreaded sound that comes with the appearance of the New Age. A group that is heavily suspended, no doubt. This man, however, is not.
Weighing in at 305 pounds, representing New Age, this is the big gun, J. Abrams.
Well, when you see the big gun, you know there's always big odds in favor of seeing Andre Kabashi, maybe with the new alignments, with the New Age, King Midas. Not tonight. Both of those men suspended indefinitely by Chris Moore. Rightfully so, might I add. J. Abrams having to do this one on his own. We will see if he can get the job done. He has got his challenge ahead of him.
And
with this
his
man.
opponent.
He is a member of Two Brothers. He is August Albright.
Weighing in at 190 pounds, from Detroit, Michigan, he is one half of Two Brothers, the enlightened one, August Albright!
There is no doubt about it, the Enlightened One and Starman, Harley Rock, they certainly have had their beef, their issues with the New Age. Perhaps without members of the New Age at the ringside of J. Abrams, we may see a fair contest between Abrams and Albright. Let's see if these two can settle their differences. Having a little fun is August Albright. It's easier to have fun when you don't have to worry about King Midas, when you don't have to worry about Andre Kabashi. You don't have to worry about being lit on fire by Tashuk the Terrible there. You might have to worry about being run into by a gigantic man in J. Abrams, as he is putting all of his weight into August Albright in the corner of that ring. There's a chop to the chest, and right now, J. Abrams just looking confident and very comfortable in this ring as he is utilizing his much larger frame, his strength and power. Definitely the advantage for J. Abrams in this one, and right now it is all Abrams in the corner working on August Albright. Could be a suplex now in the middle of the ring, and hoisting him up there with strength, hoisting him up there with power, hoisting him up there with skill, ability, talent, you name it, all of it leads to a crashing down August Albright in the middle of the ring, just like that hook of the leg, a 2 count. And oh man, he looks wear and tear filled, but August Albright already gets that shoulder up at 2. But man, J. Abrams, there's one of those powerful leg drops. Follows it up with number 2. This guy is in full control. J. Abrams really rocking, really rolling here. Hooks the leg with the leg drop, still draped over Albright, but Albright does get a kick out again. And that size advantage really playing a factor here. J. Abrams in full control, and it started as soon as the bell sounded. Had his steam running into the corner, smushing August Albright. Albright looking to pick up the victory for him and Harley Rock. They are the Two Brothers, and we are talking about the uncertainty of our tag team division. Two Brothers, one of the most beloved tag teams here in CCW. Dare I say, the most beloved tag team here in City Championship Wrestling. You gotta believe they could very well be in contendership for the tag team titles, vacated by the Motor City Machine Guns. But right now, J. Abrams making it look like a piece of cake, handling this match with ease. And that's why you hate to see Andre Kabashi and New Albania and Golden Empire, New Age, always interfere in their matches, because you boil it down to it. The New Age has talent. Jay Abrams, he's a big bad dude, and he's got a lot of skills as a professional wrestler. It unfortunately gets taken away quite a bit when you're constantly seeing interference and dirty tactics by the New Age there. Sunset flip, absolutely beautiful, but you're going to have a hard time overpowering and reeling Jay Abrams back. Jay Abrams looks to squish August Albright. He avoids that, but kicks the back of Jay Abrams instead. He does that a second straight time. Darts across the ropes, darts across the next set, delivers a clothesline middle of the ring, and now we're seeing some offense from August Albright as he gets a cover. Only a 1 count before a powerful kick out from Abrams. Fast-paced action here tonight. Lots of it we have seen thus far. Jay Abrams now utilizing a boot to the gut to regain control of this match. And right now, Jay Abrams back into the driver's seat. Again, we have stressed it so much, very rightfully so. This New Age is dwindling due to suspensions. Their actions have been deplorable. There is another dart across the ring, utilizing his body strength, smushing into the corner. August Albright, fireman's carry, using his strength now. This match has been primarily in favor of Jay Abrams, as there is a huge slam dead center of the ring. Make that 1, make that 2, make that 3, and make that a victory. And that should do it.
And your winner is the big gun, Jay Abrams.
His name announced as the victor, and for good measure, he just throws August Albright to the outside and proving he doesn't need the backup that comes with the New Age. Jay Abrams able to pick up a win on his own. I can respect that victory. I certainly can. I can't respect their tactics when the New Age constantly interferes, but Jay Abrams, flying solo tonight, gets the job done. He defeats August Albright.
Hey, I'm Holly. I am the owner of Green Time Workshop and a proud sponsor of CCW. If you're looking for natural bath and body products that don't dry out your skin and don't cost a fortune, Green Time Workshop is your place. Not only can you come in and buy great products like natural soaps and lotions, you can even make your own. And online, you can actually create custom orders that we will make and send right out to you. So check us out at greentimeworkshop.com. Enter this code, save 20%. See you soon.
Introducing first.
And this should be some very exciting singles competition as we continue the action here in New Baltimore.
From Allen Park, Michigan, he is the edge runner, Jack Delaney!
Jack Delaney making his rounds around the studio, endearing himself to the CCW crowd, certainly a fan favorite. His challenge tonight will be taking on another person that is quickly climbing up the ranks here in City Championship Wrestling as a fan favorite. I've certainly had my eye on him as of late.
And his opponent.
It is going to be Jack Delaney and Dustin Divine.
Weighing in at 215 pounds from the Motor City, he is simply divine, Dustin Divine!
I don't know if this is jumping the gun, but he gives me a lot of Freedom Ramsey type vibes. I call Freedom Ramsey all the time a 5-tool player, somebody that can do it all in this ring. I feel as though Dustin Divine has all the potential in the world. Great look, great ability, great talent in the ring. He is a 5-tool player in my early estimation. Tonight, in search of that elusive first victory as a part of CCW. Can he pick that up here tonight against Jack Delaney? Both men, fan favorites. You'll love to see that show of respect. And one thing I will say that I love seeing on this show tonight, Chris Moore has laid down the law. We have not seen any dirty tactics. We have not seen anything out of the ordinary, anybody invading here in the CCW studio. He has laid down the law, a zero tolerance policy for all these outside shenanigans. So far, our roster has abided by all the rules. Right now, a collar elbow tie-up in favor of Divine as he turns it into a headlock. This is what professional wrestling is all about. Good competition. These two men will showcase some of the best athleticism you will see here in CCW. Two young competitors fresh on their way, climbing up the ranks here in the CCW roster. And we've talked about it all throughout tonight. It is a very stacked roster. Nice flip over there by Delaney. So much talent. Lots of that talent, lots of that ability. All these names fighting hard for jockeying position when it comes to heavyweight gold. I don't know if these men are in that category yet, especially Divine, who is fresh out of House of Truth, but that just goes to show the level of talent we have here at City Championship Wrestling. Up and down the card, you see some of the best athletes out there. Right now, this match could be one of the best of our evening. There's the hip toss connecting from Dustin Divine. Early pin attempt there, picks up a 1, maybe a 2. Nowhere near a 3, though. Delaney kicks out of that, but looks like a roll up there, a foot on the rope. The referee took a little bit of a second there to notice it, but Delaney, aware of his surroundings, able to break up the pin, foot on the rope, but whips into the ropes, leaps on over Divine. Dustin Divine hops on over, but there is a back cracker. Oh my goodness. That'll put a stopper on you, but look at the fans outside the ring chanting and cheering and giving an applause. I think that's directed towards both men. Both of these men are talents. And Jack Delaney, he goes up, he goes down. His crashing pad is Dustin Divine. These two men laying it all out. And listen to the crowd. They think this is awesome. I agree. Two young, talented wrestlers fighting their hearts out. Dustin Divine again in search of that first victory. Delivers some high impact there to the spine of Jack Delaney. Dustin Divine looking to set him up with an interesting maneuver. Innovative offense, hooks the leg to follow 1, 2, shoulder up for avoiding the 3 count. Delaney stays alive. Dustin Divine quickly goes on the attack. And you got to believe a victory for Dustin Divine, that's all it's going to take to get him to steamroll. And once you get that first win, you say it all the time, I'm with 97 won the ticket. I follow my sports. Winning is addicting. Nice move there by Divine. Look at that talent. Once you get a taste of winning, sometimes it just happens where it doesn't stop. And Dustin Divine, if he picks up that first victory, he could be a dangerous man in CCW. Snapmare there. 1, 2, shoulder up. Jack Delaney refusing to go quietly. But you can see the eagerness in Dustin Divine as he searches for that first win. Jack Delaney not going to make it easy on him. While competitive, Divine, he has yet to get that victory, and he is trying to do all he can to get it. Delaney trying to do all he can to avoid being the first victim, the first person to suffer defeat at the hand of Dustin Divine. And we have seen some great competition so far. The return of Darion Ultra, the return of Freedom Ramsey. Joseph Antonio Guerrero continues to endear himself to the faithful here in CCW. Now, where that leaves us in our heavyweight championship dispute, who is going to be challenging up next for Shogun, that has yet to be determined. You might see some answers from Chris Moore in the future as to where that #1 contendership could lie as Jack Delaney hits some explosive offense. A little bit of a high-risk maneuver seeming to pay off, and Dustin Divine looks dazed and confused. Jack Delaney now starting to take control of this match. Uppercut delivered in the corner of the ring. That's a second one. Could he be going for #3? He does. Crowd chanting along with him. 3 uppercuts connects, looks to whip Divine into the rope. Divine counters and lays a big bicycle kick. Uno, dos, not trace. 1-2 count. Not a 3 as Jack Delaney stays alive in this match. Very competitive. Again, these are two young, talented wrestlers, each looking and jockeying for position here on the CCW rankings, so to speak. A win could very well get them noticed by Chris Moore, and there's a nice roll up there. Flips on over for the pin, rather, and only picks up the 2 count, but Delaney and Divine, it's not for a championship. It's technically not for #1 contendership rights. It is just to earn your way up here in the rankings. That's a beautiful bridge on the Fisherman Suplex there. Not picking up a 3. Divine and Delaney trading near falls. And there's Divine. I gotta admire his wherewithal to stay quickly on the offense. Great athleticism, going to the top rope, moonsault. It looked pretty, didn't feel pretty as he misses the mark. Delaney having the ring presence to avoid the high-risk maneuver. That could be an opening for Jack Delaney. Dustin Divine a bit wounded. That shot there to the face could have him dazed. Delaney not easing up. Divine trying to get some footing, but not successful. He swings, he misses. Super kick there to the chest. Jack Delaney now looks for some impactful offense, which connects. Dead center of the ring. We could see a pin attempt. No, instead we're going to see Jack Delaney. Maybe he'll have better luck going for high-risk offense. He climbs to the top. His connects. Hooks the leg. Uno. Oh, I'm in the Spanish mood there. He got a 1 count. Dustin Divine kicking out before the 2. And the crowd very much enjoying this back and forth contest. Delaney calling for the end. Dustin Divine. Again, both these men showcasing great ring presence, great ring awareness. Each and every time these men try and go for, let's say, a kill shot, the other man counters and has a answer for it. As a result, this match still undergoing. Dustin Divine now looks to potentially put this one away. Instead, he puts Jack Delaney on the outside of the ring, right on the apron. Hunched on over, Delaney trying to set up for something. Leaps on over, DDT. Dustin Divine, he looks a bit wounded now. Talk about dazed and confused. A knee to the face ain't gonna help those matters. Dragged to the middle of the ring. Delaney hooking the leg. 2. That's a 3 count. Jack Delaney puts this one away.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Jack Delaney!
Hey, I'm Holly. I am the owner of Green Time Workshop and a proud sponsor of CCW. If you're looking for natural bath and body products that don't dry out your skin and don't cost a fortune, Green Time Workshop is your place. Not only can you come in and buy great products like natural soaps and lotions, you can even make your own. And online, you can actually create custom orders that we will make and send right out to you. So check us out at greentimeworkshop.com. Enter this code, save 20%. See you soon.
Freedom, congratulations on your successful victory tonight over Castro Young. How did that win feel for you?
It felt good. I'm back. I shook the rust off. Wasn't against much, but I got the victory. And now, I'm ready. I'm ready for Jackson Stone. I'm ready for my championship match right here tonight. Jackson Stone, like I said, I don't know when, I don't know where, but I want it to happen tonight. So if you're back there, I haven't seen you, but if you're back there, I need you to come out right now.
They're saying your championship match. Yeah. Your championship match. I'm the one that put in the work. And need I remind you, back in July, I'm the only one who got a victory over Jackson Stone.
Well, you know who I am. I am Freedom Ramsey, the face of City Championship Wrestling. First of all, neither of these men are Joseph Antonio Guerrero. Second of all, both of you took breaks after your matches with Jackson Stone. Lad didn't take no break. Last time I checked, I faced him last week. I'm back in the ring this week, and I got a victory. You were out 3 weeks. You're out what? 2? 1? I don't think anybody really noticed you were gone. So.
Guys, there's a lot of animosity out here. What could this mean? Uh-oh.
Who the hell am I? I'm King Kong Coleman. And as far as I'm concerned, that title shot against Jackson Stone is mine. You lost. You lost. You lost. Jackson Stone has never beaten me. He has never faced anybody like me. As far as I'm concerned, none of y'all are in my league. If anybody is going to beat Jackson Stone, it's King Kong Coleman.
Guys, I don't know. Guys, I know there's a lot of things going on, but, you know, let's keep it cool. Guys, there's no need to fight. There's something we can do about this. Oh, great, the commissioner. Commissioner Chris Moore, how are we going to settle all of this?
Well, we have the former champion, the former #1 contender, the man who took Jackson Stone to the limit, and perhaps the most dangerous man on this roster. So, I think there's only one solution. We have a match. Freedom Ramsey versus Darion Ultra versus Joseph. Don't cut me off again, Latino Heat. And King Kong Coleman. Right here, right now, a 4 corners match, and the winner will face Jackson Stone after he defends the title against Kevin Calloway. Gentlemen, do we have a deal? Do we have a deal? All right. Let's do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like your main event for the evening is going to be a 4-way match for the #1 contender for the City Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, weighing in at 215 pounds from the Islands of Freedom, the Top Ram, Freedom Ramsey. Weighing in at 205 pounds from the nation of Darion Ultra. Weighing in at 205 pounds from Las Cruces, New Mexico, Joseph Antonio Guerrero. And weighing in at 305 pounds from Coldwater, Michigan, he is the certified boogeyman, King Kong Coleman!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what professional wrestling is all about. It's not about the shenanigans of last week with an invasion trying to hijack the show. It's not about after the match onslaughts. These are 4 hungry men. As the bell sounds, all 4 of these men want the heavyweight gold. Joseph Antonio Guerrero getting back that edge that we've talked about before, chirping away at the crowd. All 4 of these men kind of chirping, maybe 3 of them, Ramsey, Ultra, and Guerrero. Certified boogeyman. King Kong Coleman just kind of watching. I can't endorse heavy drinking, but if you want a fun drinking game, maybe do a shot every time Guerrero says his name, because you'll hear it a lot in a CCW show. Freedom responds by hyping the crowd up with his name, calling himself the face of CCW, which many agree he is. Darion Ultra now chirping in with his trash talk. Everybody getting into the trash talk. Coleman just standing there. I think he's just ready to fight. Scratch that. He's showing that confidence as well. And now we get the fighting underway. Wrestling at its best. 4 men hungry for championship gold, fighting it out in a 4 quarters match. The winner will move on into contendership for Shogun Jackson Stone's Heavyweight Championship. All 4 of these men pulling double duty. They all came away with victories here tonight. There is no shortage of drama, no shortage of animosity with all 4 of these men and the reigning heavyweight champion, Shogun Jackson Stone. Shogun winning the title from Freedom Ramsey a month ago, defeating Ultra in a title defense. First cover of the match, kick out and broken up by Ramsey. And just last week, Joseph Antonio Guerrero coming up short in his attempt to take the heavyweight gold away from Shogun. Yet to have a title defense or a title match against Shogun, King Kong Coleman, but he has certainly had a lot of issues with the New Age. And right now, the 2 men legal in this match, King Kong Coleman, Darion Ultra. Remaining on the outside of the ring, Freedom Ramsey and Joseph Antonio Guerrero. I think this is a great match made by Commissioner Chris Moore. All 4 of these men, very strong resumes, very strong candidates to being #1 contender for the heavyweight championship, as Guerrero now tagged in as the legal man. He's going to have to square off with the certified boogeyman. And these 4 men, I think they are the rightful challengers. This is a good 4 quarters match to determine who the best contender should be, is just like that Antonio Guerrero tags out. Darion Ultra back to being the legal man. I don't think King Kong Coleman really cares who he steps in the ring with. He just wants to fight. And there's Guerrero unwillingly being thrown into the grips now of King Kong Coleman. There's 1 shot delivered by the big man. Headbutt to follow. Delivering body shots now into the ropes. Crowd is at capacity here in the CCW studio, witnessing a very big implications-filled main event. Expecting this match to surely deliver in main event quality. It's been a great night of action. All 4 of these men in singles competition already. We just saw a great match in Dustin Divine, Jack Delaney taking the ring. All of this action every Thursday night can be seen in New Baltimore, our CCW studios. The place to host this action is right now. King Kong Coleman whips Guerrero into the ropes. A clothesline sends him to the mat, and almost with ease, Coleman is controlling this match in full. And I'll tell you right now, you can't go wrong any which way. Whoever comes out on top in this battle is sure to put on a good challenge when it comes to facing Jackson Stone. We already know the long history of free suplexes. Their teamwork that broke up, the tag team known as Free Suplexes that reigned on top of CCW. Speaking of which, there's 1/2 of that tag team, Freedom Ramsey, now in the ring. That team no more. Shogun takes the belt off of Freedom Ramsey a few weeks ago. We know the history with Ultra and Shogun. Ultra coming up short in his attempt. He went missing for a few weeks. Joseph Antonio Guerrero taking Shogun to the limit last week. He came up just a hair short. And again, King Kong Coleman has yet to have his shoulders pinned to the mat here in City Championship Wrestling. It is great to see this fired up Freedom Ramsey back in a CCW ring as his attempt gets broken up there by Darion Ultra. And again, he kind of bringing up his victory over Castro Young earlier today. He said it was no real challenge. This guy, Freedom Ramsey, kind of having a little bit more of an edge to him since being gone, losing the heavyweight championship may have added to his edginess, we'll say. As right now he is in control of Joseph Antonio Guerrero. On top of the second rope is Freedom Ramsey delivering those shots, and if he wants to follow it up with patented offense, we may see his face delivered face first into the Kansas. After 10 shots, there goes the face to the Kansas, almost like I know what I'm talking about. Let's see if Freedom Ramsey goes for the pin. He does. 1, 2. Doesn't pick up a 3 count in that scenario. And now Darion Ultra willingly getting into the ring with a tag. Joseph Antonio Guerrero unwillingly got into the match earlier. And Ultra, he's getting a good response from the crowd. I don't know if there is a fan favorite in this. All 4 of these men have got the fans' respect at some point throughout tonight. Joseph Antonio Guerrero getting back to his maybe old attitude type ways. But all of these men, all 4 of them, have got the respect of the CCW fans. Who comes out on top of this, I can't tell you. All 4 men would be very worthy challengers for Jackson Stone's title. We've already seen 3 of the 4 take Jackson Stone to the limit. We have yet to see Kong Coleman against Shogun, so maybe we'll see a fresh heavyweight championship match between those two. We may see an anticipated rematch. You never know, as a backcracker right there, that backbreaker rather, connecting. Darion Ultra unable to get the 3 as Antonio Guerrero breaks up the pin attempt. And back to chirping away at the crowd, and this is where I kind of disagree with his tactics. You know, the crowd may be buying into that, cheering and chanting his name. But Guerrero, he put the crowd behind him last week. He said before his title match, he wasn't going to worry about messing with the crowd. He just wanted to focus on winning the heavyweight gold. And yes, he came up short, but at the end of the day, he came very close. You got to credit a lot of that to putting the fans behind him and focusing on the match at hand. Right now, that seems to be the MO of Ramsey, Ultra, and Coleman. We will see if Guerrero can keep that mindset focused on this match. Right now, Ultra getting the hook of the leg. Coleman trying to quickly break that pin attempt up, but Freedom Ramsey does it on his own by getting the shoulder up. And this is proven to be what I very much expected it to be, a competitive 4 corners match. The prize at the end of it all, whoever gets their hand raised in victory will walk away with the #1 contendership for the heavyweight championship, currently held by the New Ages. Shogun, Jackson Stone, the New Age continuing to dwindle down. Lots of suspensions served. No King Midas tonight, that's been refreshing. No Andre Kabashi for the past few weeks, that's been refreshing. His High Impact connects there. We've got a Let's Go Freedom, Let's Go Ultra chant. This CCW crowd is hooked, line and sinker for this match. Even Guerrero getting some love. All 4 of these men, no doubt, have the respect of our fans here tonight. They have the respect of myself, as these 2 right now, Darion Ultra and Freedom Ramsey, are trading blows in the middle of the ring. We will see which man comes out the better of this exchange. Right now, it looks like that may lean towards Darion Ultra, as he delivers a high-impact blow there to really stun Freedom Ramsey, take him down to the mats, and not allowing Darion Ultra to jump on a pin attempt. Kong Coleman tags himself in, and now we might see a little bit of animosity there. There's a boogeyman chant and a boogeyman shot to take down Ultra. Ultra rolls to the outside. Snap suplex connects, dead center of the ring. Freedom Ramsey feeling the effect of it. We will see what lies ahead now as he looks to deliver a second one, 2 of them in a row, taking some wear and tear out on the back of Freedom Ramsey. We talked about it in his first match with Castro Young. Will he have that ring rust? Crowd chants for a 3rd straight suplex. I believe Coleman is happy to oblige. 3 suplexes could do the trick. 3 might be the magic number. Does it get a 3 count? Oh, it would have. Joseph Antonio Guerrero, though, with the save. We will see if there is ring rust on Freedom Ramsey or even Darion Ultra for that matter. We talked about their absence from the ring here in CCW for a while now. Talk about advantages. The advantage maybe Guerrero and Coleman have is they have been here each and every Thursday night. Whether it's been regrouping or recovering maybe mentally from defeat, we have not seen Darion Ultra or Freedom Ramsey for quite some time here in the CCW studios. So we will see if that plays a factor in this Four Corners match. Thus far, it's been very evenly paced. All 4 men have had a crack at the offense. Right now, the person in the driver's seat is Kong Coleman, the legal man alongside the face of CCW, Freedom Ramsey. And Guerrero looked like he was going to try and help Ramsey reach the ropes. Again, you don't want this match to end in pinfall or submission when you're on the outside. You're not even a part of the decision at that point. You got to make sure, as there's a shot there by Coleman, you got to make sure you do not lose the match without technically losing the match, being pinned or submitted. And right now we're seeing the brawl ensue on the outside. Guerrero and Ultra fighting away as Ramsey's trying to do all he can to fight his way back into this match. He leaps over. There's the athleticism, unmatched. Face of CCW has it better than anybody. He is a 5-tool player. He does it all. Speed, strength, ability. Clothesline into the ropes. Freedom Ramsey, will he have a third one connect? Let us see. Nope. All it takes is one. Coleman knocks him to the mats. Coleman now looking to regain control. That clothesline certainly helped the matters. Maybe not smart there. Freedom Ramsey in the corner. Joseph Antonio Guerrero, again, that's what you got to be careful of in these Four Corners matches. Guerrero tags himself in. And the crowd, they know smart wrestling when they see it. A smart tag there from Guerrero. They chant that was smart. I concur. Joseph Antonio Guerrero with a scoop slam. Okay, let's do another shot. He says his name. The crowd says it as well. Joseph Antonio Guerrero with the elbow. 1, 2. Broken up there by Darion Ultra. Lots of fun being had in this main event, but make no mistake about it, serious implications. The heavyweight gold. That is what is on the mind of all 4 of these men. They got a crack at the title. A shot at Shogun Jackson Stone. The winner of this match walks away with that opportunity. As these men are trading blows, Guerrero swings, gets blocked by Ramsey. That one again, lays on in. Ramsey firing away into the corner. And Freedom Ramsey showcasing good athleticism there. Kong Coleman does not opt to tag himself in. There's that Falcon's arrow there. The 1, 2, and there he opts to step on in and break up the pin. Well done there by Coleman, and this match lives on. This crowd here tonight has been absolutely electric. I spoke of it earlier. One thing I absolutely love seeing, the crowd gets bigger and bigger each and every one of these Thursday night shows. That shows you that this wrestling is catching on. You know, you come to a CCW show, you see the best athleticism, the best fighting, the best technical ability. You're seeing it all in this very match as 4 men are in the ring brawling. You can only see this action live in New Baltimore. And right now, this is for a shot at our top prize, the Heavyweight Championship, held by Shogun Jackson Stone. Ultra on the outside. Right now we've got 3 men in the ring. Guerrero, Ramsey, Coleman. And right now we're seeing some tandem offense there. Guerrero and Ramsey working on the biggest man in this match. Kong Coleman. Now we're seeing those 2 come to blows. And high-risk maneuver from the face of CCW. Senton flip to the outside on Darion Ultra. Joseph Antonio Guerrero focusing on the crowd again. He may be in for a rude awakening because behind you is a boogeyman. He is a certified boogeyman. King Kong Coleman stalking his prey. And now his prey may be for the slaughter. King Kong Coleman, could he put this one away? That is a camel clutch submission hold. Center of the ring, that's a submission. We have ourselves a new #1 contender, and he is
Ladies and
a
gentlemen, your
certified
winner
boogeyman.
and the #1 contender for the City Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, King Kong Coleman!